Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. This is probably my favorite climate scam from the past couple weeks. A once every 7.5 million years event is currently unfolding in Antarctica. To say unprecedented isn't strong enough. This year, during what is currently winter in Antarctica, scientists have confirmed that the ice is not reforming, leaving long stretches of the Antarctic coastline bare. The first problem with this claim is that what they're saying simply isn't true. Except for a small area around the tip of the Antarctic Peninsula, the continent is surrounded by hundreds of miles of ice. Let's take a look at where this nonsense came from. It originated with Elliot Jacobson, who of course has me blocked on Twitter. He posted this standard deviation chart for Antarctic sea ice and said it was a 6 sigma event, which is a once in 7.5 million years event. What Elliot Jacobson is doing is claiming that he can extrapolate out 7.5 million years based on 40 years of data. This is a technique so ridiculous that only a climate scientist could possibly think it up. If we apply the same methodology to U.S. heat waves, then the heat wave of 1936 was an 8 sigma event. And if we use the period from 1960 to 2023 as a baseline, then the heat wave of 1936 becomes an 11 sigma event. In that case, it would have been unlikely that the 1936 heat wave would have occurred any time during the billions of years the Earth has existed. The methodology used here is utterly absurd. The negative Antarctic sea ice anomaly now is about the same magnitude as the positive anomaly from 9 years ago. So apparently Antarctica gets 7.5 million year events about once every decade. Over periods of hundreds of thousands of years, Antarctic temperatures vary about 10 degrees Celsius. 18,000 years ago, Antarctic sea ice extended almost all the way to Tasmania and New Zealand. You can't make long-term extrapolations based on 40 years of data. That's pretty fundamental science. With small data sets, the correct way to deal with outliers is to ignore them, because there's no way to tell if they are statistically significant. This animation shows the growth of Antarctic sea ice during August. As you can see, wind blows the ice edge around. It can move 100 miles in a day. Unless you're studying Antarctic wind patterns, there's nothing particularly interesting or significant going on in Antarctica this year. Benjamin Disraeli was quoted by Mark Twain as saying, "There are lies, damned lies, and statistics." Toto's been pulling back the curtain on climate scam junk science for more than 15 years. You can visit him, Kyrie Caesar, Toki Upala, and the 4 new puppies on the web at realclimatescience.com.